Hey guys, got a Showdown game for you guys today because I've been too lazy to record the one Wi-Fi battle I have backed up still, so I'll get that hopefully uploaded soon, but it's just I gotta get it recorded by someone, or I'll just record it myself. I don't know, it's just been really what I fucking want to do, but whatever the case, we got this game right here, using my one team that I threw together for the Infernape. Really, I've said it before, it's kind of a bad team, but still a fun team, so whatever. But opponent's team, he's just got a mess of standard stuff. Like, that's just how I see it. You know, plenty of threatening stuff, plenty of just annoying pieces of shit. So it's definitely probably going to be an uphill struggle just because of how I got my team kind of built. But threats I am looking on at his end, it's going to, for the most part, be the Genesect and the Landorus, just because of the fact that both of them, you know, they're good pivoters, and they can easily, you know, pivot out so that they can get good initiative on something that I have in at the current moment. So I really just got to play what those two are going to do properly, and I shouldn't have too much trouble with the rest of his team for the most part. So just kind of got to try and get rid of those at first, and then I should be alright. So leads on his end. I figured even though Perma Weather isn't a thing, he may still want to go with Tyranitar because that can get rocks up. Plus Sand is just nice to have anyways. Otherwise, Genesect, Rotom, even Landers could lead. So I was like, let's go with Infernape. That seems like it'll be my better choice right now. So let's just try that and see where it gets us. So let's get into this. So like I said, gonna lead off with... Oh, bit loud. Gonna lead off with Infernape. He's gonna lead with Genesect. And right here, I decided, screw it, let's just go for Fire Punch. Standard Genesect usually doesn't have an option to hit Ape with, so I decided we'll just try Fire Punch, see what happens. He goes out to the Rotom, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go out to Ferrothorn to take any hit. That's fine, whatever. So that's just what I decided to do. And here he goes in a Genesect. I knew he most likely wouldn't go for Flamethrower, and even if he did, I mean, I would have been fucked there anyways, so... But the U-turn seemed way too obvious, so I might as well take the opportunity here to get up the rocks. And he turns out the Conkeldurr, and again, I figured he would overpredict and figure I would go out to something else. So he goes for Knockoff, which is just fine by me, because he takes the Rocky Helmet right there, and the Iron Barbs. Sure, I lose my Rocky Helmet, but I still put him in a very bad situation. So I get the Leech Seed up that turn, which, fuck, he's just not going to be in a good situation for this whole entire game now with this Conkeldurr. But go out to Aegislash, because the Drain Punch was obvious, and really just how he's playing this thing now, I'm not really concerned about it one bit. So, yeah, I just go for King's Shield right there, knock off, lowers his attack. Not that it matters too much because he scores a crit right there, so that's fun. But, here he's at like 10%, so I really don't care what happens to Ferrothorn. I thought, just in case he switches out to Genesect, it'd be really cool if I got a Thunder Wave off on the Genesect, because that would just make its survivability go way fucking down, and make my life way fucking easier. But, unfortunately, he does go into Landorus, which, it's fine. I was either going to Leech Seed or Power Up anyways, but I missed the Leech Seed on his Earthquake that I barely lived, so I'm just going to die right there, which I would have died anyways, but whatever. But anyways, that turn, I go into the Noivern, because I'm like, okay, we'll just hit it with something or scare him out. He may actually be choice at that point, because I didn't see any Life Orb leftovers, so I'm kind of playing off that notion too. But I just go for Hurricane, because I figured in general, should hit everything on his team as opposed to Draco Meteor. But he goes up to T-Tar, and I do confuse him, but it's not like it's like going to be that huge of a deal. It is U-turn right there, and he goes into the Aegislash, and I'm like, okay, even if he is a Shadow Balling Aegislash, I really don't care all that much, just because I'd like to get it as worn down as possible before anything else happens. But this turn, I decided to just go for the Hydro Pump after he Shadow Balls me. I know he's going to King's Shield, but there's a factor of I can try and hit him at the very least, but there's nothing else I can really do to this thing, so I just gotta try and keep hitting this thing down. Luckily enough, I hit him down to 21%, even 22% would have been fine, but basically, Life Orb plus Burn is gonna take him out, so I did lose my Rotom, but at the same time, I did take down his Aegislash, which is gonna be an annoying piece of shit anyways, so that's fine. But here, I figured his best move would be to go back out to Genesect, plus all of his team doesn't really look like it can handle Infernape all that well. Like, not amazingly by any means, or not terribly by any means is what I mean, but, you know, it doesn't like it, you know? But he goes up to Tyranitar right there just to die to whatever, or maybe predicting a Fire Punch, but I just CC, take him out. So yeah, that's that. So now I'm just gonna go into Noivern here. He has the Landerson. I really just sent it in as Death Fodder, because I was like, okay, he's most likely gonna predict me to switch out, even if he doesn't and just goes for Earthquake. that's fine, because I have plenty of ways to deal with the Landers afterwards. I just needed to get that little bit of whatever inside of the free switch over. But he does miss the Stone Edge, and then I just get to Dragon Meteor's Rotom to death. I have no idea why he's sending the Rotom as fodder. Actually, it does kind of make sense. But it was kind of weird in the essence of the Rotom might have been more important than the Landers, but I don't know, it's just some weird thing, because his Landers isn't scarfed, as you'll see in a minute. But anyways, he brought in the Genesect to revenge my Noivern, and now I just brought in Infernape to try and Fire Punch him, but he just goes out to his Conkeldurr as fodder. Now he's just going to go into Landers, and I'm just like, fuck it. With what he has left, I'm completely safe, so I'll just go for a Fire Punch to get some damage off. Find out here, like I said, he's not scarfed, so if he sacked this thing, he could have potentially had a better time against me. So, I don't know. Because, yeah, Rotom probably would have done more damage to my team than his Landers really would have in the end. But, take out the Landers with Hydro Pump, just because I basically, I didn't want to get hit super effective with U-Turn. I wanted to force him to, you know, do something like that. What was I trying to do? Just basically make it so I wouldn't be hit super effective by any of Genesect's hits. Also, so he wouldn't be encouraged to go lock himself in a Flamethrower. Yeah, that's why. I didn't want him to lock himself in a Flamethrower, so I was like, okay, Hydro Pump, you know, he won't Flamethrower now because I was at basically full. So, I take the U-turn and kill him with the Dark Pulse, so that's awesome. So that's the game. So GG guy. Was a little bit of hacks there with the Landorus Stone Edging portion, but it was still just kind of a weird play for him to sack Landers anyways, considering what was on my team and what Rotom could have done to my team, but, you know, that's how it goes. But, anyways, GG guy, so hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah, comment, sub, and later guys.